Hello YouTube, my name is Sarah if you didn't know, and today's situation is going to be talking about how I came to the conclusion to move out of my parents' home, aka my childhood home. I'm going to talk about the story a bit, and then I'm going to show you kind of my first round of shopping for furniture and that type of stuff. I'm still learning how to vlog. I got a vlog camera. It's actually dead. It's on the floor charging, but I got a vlog camera. In the time that I've had it, I'm still not the best at vlogging, so I'm going to tell the story and then put in the clips of the vlogs I have so everything kind of flows together. If you do enjoy my videos, I would love for you to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below once you're done watching any thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into this. So I'm going to start with where the idea of moving out even came from. I am 24 years old. I'll be 25 this year. I always thought that I was going to move out when I was like 18. Like, growing up, I did not have the best home life. I think compared to a lot of people, I had a great home life, but at the same time, there was a lot of arguments and a lot of tension, and I didn't have the best relationship with my mom, and obviously that puts a strain on other areas of your life. So, to not get too deep into kind of all that stuff, just to say that sometimes while I was living at home, it has not been the best for my mental health growing up, and I have struggled a lot to be in a place where all of your memories are made, but at the same time all of your trauma is made. And I think that it stunted my growth as a young adult in a lot of different ways. Another huge aspect of moving out is obviously paying for moving out. And up until November, December of last year, I was in a lot of debt. And that's another story. Let me know if you guys want to hear my debt journey. But in the past 2 years, I have paid off almost $70,000 worth of debt. That does include like my student loans, car loans, credit cards, line of credit. I think that's it. But I had a lot of debt. So moving out to me was like, I can't do that because I don't make enough money to pay rent and pay food and pay all this different stuff. So I felt really trapped. And again, sometimes a situation that was not the healthiest for me, but I couldn't do anything to change it because I couldn't afford to move out. That whole backstory leads into the fact that last year, 2 of my best friends moved out of their childhood homes, and these are people that have lived within 2 minutes of me for 10 to 15 years. This was in the middle of COVID, so like I hadn't been seeing them all the time anyway, but they moved downtown or close to downtown, and I live in the far, far suburbs. So they live like 30 minutes away from me now, which is something I had never experienced. So having those 2 people move away from me really kind of started to push me into thinking like it's probably time I make the same move. But also, everything happens on its own timeline, so don't feel too stressed. So anyhow, where one of my friends lives now, an apartment actually became available. So she told me about it, I got in contact with the landlord, and I went to go tour it. It was a 1-bedroom, 500 square foot apartment, and after touring that, I was terrified. I had been looking at apartments, but more kind of new builds where you can kind of just go in and walk around and you don't have to book a time with landlords or anything like that, so super casual. Touring this apartment was not as casual, and the landlord, he wasn't pushy by any means, but he obviously wanted to rent his unit, so I just felt so much pressure. I was so overwhelmed. I had gone from being like, okay, yeah, I do want to move, to being like, not to that. And then thinking about, I think where it came from is that I'm so used to living in a big house. Like, I don't live in a mansion or anything, but I haven't lived with my siblings in probably like 4 or 5 years. So it's been just my parents here. And we live in a 4-bedroom, 2-story with a basement home. Like, there is so much space here for all of us. And so thinking about going from that into a 500 square foot apartment made me feel sick. I left the place and I was with my boyfriend and I was just like, that ain't it. And I thought about like having my friends over and having him over, and it just, the space was too small for me. Not everybody can have that, like, oh, I don't want to live in a 500 square foot apartment, because thinking about people that live in like New York and they live in a literal shoebox, like 500 square feet is huge. But for me, it made me feel claustrophobic. It made me very nervous. I didn't love the kitchen because I don't know, it just felt small. Everything was just too small for me, and it felt dark. I probably should have viewed the place during the day because that's why it was so dark. I know that that's a huge aspect of it, but I left that experience. This was like end of November, early December, and I was just like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to tour anything. I am not excited anymore, which kind of upset me because I feel ready in some ways to move out, in some ways I don't. But I was just like, that's obviously not the place for me. So I kind of put it on the back burner. It was Christmas. I was super busy working 2 jobs, and that's where this evolves. So if you don't know, I work at Lululemon at nighttime, and I also have a day job where it's like a career job. You can watch my video. I did a video on what a recruiter does because that's what I am, and then I do expediting at Lululemon, which is inventory, opening boxes, and all that stuff. So I've worked at Lululemon for 3.5 years, and I have a coworker who's been here for 2.5 years. Since I started doing expediting and working at nighttime, she was the lead of that. So we became really close over the past like 8 months that we've been working together, and she proposed that I move in with her, which was a really great opportunity. I'm not going to tell her story, and I'm not even going to share her name until I clear if she's okay with that. You guys might see her in a vlog once I move in with her or whatever. Let's call this coworker Melissa. So Melissa asked me if I wanted to move in with her, and at first we were both like, let's think about it. Again, it was early December, and it wasn't until February that she wanted me to move in. So we had both thought about it, we thought about our questions, but at the time, because she still worked at Lululemon, we couldn't technically move in together because she was my boss, so it was a conflict of interest. So we were trying to figure out how we might bring that forward in the event that I did end up moving in with her. So we let all of December go by where we would text and we would talk about it and like bring up any questions and stuff that we both had. And so as we had progressed, it continued to feel like a really good idea. Come January, she decided to leave Lululemon to pursue other opportunities and finish her schooling, which I'm so proud of her for doing that. That took away the conflict of interest. Suddenly, it was like, I actually could very easily move in with her and that would be fine. Early January, I went and toured her house, and it's a cute little bungalow. I think it has 4 bedrooms, which sounds like a lot, but like it's not huge by any means, but it is a beautiful house. I'll insert like a couple photos. Again, I haven't asked her if I can do this, so I don't want to like show too much. Moving in with her, for me, is a really great opportunity because one, not going to college or university the way that some of my friends had, like moving out of our province or just moving out of their parents' house and having that like dorm experience, was something that I was really sad that I missed. And because I knew I wasn't ready, one, to move into a small apartment, and I couldn't afford to move into a place that was big enough for my comfort level, this was an incredible opportunity to get that college experience, living with your friend, and also it's affordable. Even though I am nervous, having her to support me and having a friend, like built-in roommate, and she has the cutest dog, so I'm excited to live with a dog again. I haven't full-time lived with a dog since my sister moved out, and I love dogs. The scariest part for me is that she lives in a different part of the city than I have ever lived, so learning new roads, being far away from my parents, going to a new grocery store is going to be crazy. Anyway, those are all down the line things I'll talk about. So we came to this conclusion, and then what? Once we decided that I was going to move in, only like a week ago, already I'm like, oh my gosh, I will not be like fully furnishing her kitchen with the little stuff that I have because she already has a bunch of stuff. But I realized that I've never had a new mattress. I have always gotten hand-me-downs because I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and the mattress I have now is my parents' old mattress, so I want to buy a new mattress. I also would like a bed frame. It's a very specific bed frame that IKEA is actually sold out of right now, which really sucks. I'm actually moving into a bigger room than the room I'm in now, but in my own house with my parents, I kind of use 2 rooms, and then I have a bigger bathroom that I'm going to be moving into. So I have a lot of stuff in like what I consider my office. It's really my sister's old bedroom, and then I have a ton of stuff in my bathroom. So when I move, I'm going to be in a smaller bathroom. I'm only going to have 1 bedroom, and the rest of the house is not going to be a place where I can just leave stuff around, obviously, because I'm not living there forever and it's not my house. So I'm going to have to figure out how to condense my stuff. I have a lot to pack up and a lot to get rid of. What I'm focused on in the next couple weeks, because I will be moving the first week of February, is packing up my bedroom, packing up my office, the room over there, and packing up my bathroom. And the final part of this video is going to be showing my first trip to IKEA. I needed to bring my boyfriend so that he would help me not go crazy, and he proposed the idea that I go in, I only buy the things I absolutely need to be in that room for like the first week. And then as I settle in and time goes on, I can go buy some other stuff. I know for a fact that I need a bed. I'm not 100% sure about needing a mattress, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up getting a new mattress. But I want a bed frame. I need a new bedside table because I hate building furniture. So the bedside table I have, I never properly built it. I'll show you guys again, but it's definitely falling apart. And if I were to move it, it's just not great. It doesn't match my furniture because I have black furniture. This is a white bedside table. So I need a new bedside table. And then I needed a desk because I work from home. So if I don't get a desk, where am I gonna work? So those are the things I needed, even though I wanted a ton of other stuff. And I also needed a bathroom caddy because my bathroom that I'm moving into doesn't have a ton of storage, but this caddy will be way more than enough and it'll teach me to stop buying so much bathroom stuff. That's what I went to IKEA and did. There's some chairs I really liked. I'm thinking about getting a beanbag chair or just a regular chair in my room. I'm unsure, so I'm not always sitting on my bed, but we'll see about that. And as we were going through, we just did the casual, looked at everything, and the main point of why I went was to check out this bed. It's called the Malm Underbed Storage, and I wanted to see how heavy it was to lift it up, so went there, couldn't figure it out, had to ask an IKEA employee to help me. We figured it out. It was actually really simple. I'm just stupid. But I really want that bed. Problem is, they're sold out in the city I live in. So supply chain issues, no idea when it's coming back, which sucks. That's literally the only bed I wanted because I want my bed to be up against a wall. And if I get a bed, the bed frame I want, it comes in different variations. You could get underbed drawers, but that means I'll have to push the bed far enough out that I can actually use the drawers, and then that's kind of just wasting space in my room, whereas this bed is just a bed and then you lift it up and the storage is all there. Doesn't matter where it is against the wall. So that's why I want this bed so bad. And I just know that even if I go and look at other places, which I did try, they're more expensive than IKEA, and I'm already going to be spending on this bed and mattress if I get both of them, like almost $2,000. What the f is that, hey? Like, I didn't know that furniture was this expensive. Okay, of course I did, but I've never had to buy it. So I'm like, a mattress is like $1,000 or more. This bed frame is $700. So that's $2,000, like on a literal bed. So I'm struggling with that. But anyhow, I continue to walk through. I found the desk I really wanted, and then I wanted a bedside table, the exact same one that I have now, just in black. When we went through the IKEA return section, the exact bedside table I was looking for was there, built and on sale. So I bought it because that's super easy. Then I just got like decorations, these like ceramic cactus things. I really didn't need them, but I just felt like I needed to buy something. I'm gonna refrain from buying any more decor before I actually move because I have no idea how much space I'm gonna have or how much stuff I plan to jam pack in this room, so I need to be mindful about that. Okay, so I ended up getting a desk, a bathroom storage thing, a new bedside table, which was already built, and so there was a sale, and these little cactus decor things. So I'll show you guys later. I don't know if I'm gonna build the desk before I move, but that's a thought. And then we just got food, so we're waiting on the food. Would you look at that? So then after we were at IKEA, we went to the mall to check out Casper, the mattress store. You can go in there and lay on the bed, so that's what we did, but it was honestly really confusing, even though it didn't have to be, but it just seemed like all the beds were the exact same. So I guess I thought that there was just like a huge variety of mattresses that exist out in the world, and I guess specifically with Casper, like they're pretty similar. You can just get like different heating and different cooling options in the mattress. Honestly, I should stop talking because I don't even know what I'm talking about. But basically, there was only like 4 different types of mattresses. The one I really liked was the first one I laid on. It was $5,000. So, so obviously I can't afford that. And so I went to the most basic one. That was like the $1,500 one that I'm talking about. Then the lady told me tomorrow apparently there's going to be a sale starting on mattresses. So Hopefully the sale is good enough that entices me to buy this mattress. We'll see. I should do a little bit more research. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or in the next couple days before I commit to anything. But anyway, so then we finished up at Casper and we went home. My car was packed with all my things. All the stuff is still in the back of my car. It's been there for a day. I really should move it into my garage, but I'm very lazy. So that is the story of how I came to the conclusion to move out of my parents' house. Now, this is definitely going to be a series, so there'll be a couple like packing, buying, that type of stuff, and then actual moving vlogs. If you're interested in the journey, please follow, like, and subscribe. Let me know your moving tips. If you have something that you're like, I really wish somebody had told me this before I moved, please let me know. And as we go on, I'll definitely be talking more about the emotions of moving out because I haven't seen too much of that on the internet. Lots of excitement, but I have a lot of other feelings that aren't all 100% excitement. So I'll be talking about that, and then just fun to, you know, come along. And hopefully I'll get better at vlogging through this because I want to actually vlog it, not sit here and talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram. It is also Sarah's Situation. I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.